give me a moment to explain to you why I think my book is for you. So this is the structure of the book I've been speaking about for the past few weeks. And it starts with the intro where I explain why I wrote the book, why I wrote it the way I wrote it, and who I wrote it for, and why I think that book is the best for you as a young person, especially if you're also a student, by the way. The first chapter starts with confusion, which is actually the inception of most people's journeys, where the confusion, they don't really know what they really want. They don't really know what they really want to do. They don't know which courses they actually want to stick to. They don't know the kind of career that they want to do. So that's the important chapter that I speak about, how I navigated it, what really helped me in figuring it out, and all those things. Number 2 is failure, the most important chapter as well, which is actually a slap in the face, especially as a university student. You go there, you're used to being smart, then bam, you fail, you fall on your face flat, and you don't really know how to deal with it. I help you how to deal with it. I tell you, I give you evidence of what I actually did. I get vulnerable with you in that chapter, which leads me to number 3, which I think is one of the most powerful chapters I wrote there. Acceptance is the most important step in dealing with anything that is some sort of a tragedy, because failing can be a tragedy mentally, emotionally, spiritually, however that you want to deal with it. Right? Acceptance for me is one of those chapters that I wrote knowing that I want you to actually learn how to be equipped with the tools of dealing with these things, which leads me to number 4, another one of the most important chapters in this book, the mindset, the kind of mindset that I think you should cultivate as a young person in this journey of being a student as well, why that mindset is so important, which leads me to number 5 as well. That's actually my most favorite chapter of the book, asking for help, the power in asking for help, why I think asking for help makes your journey not just as a human being but as a student as well so seamless and so smooth, rather than trying to figure things out by yourself all the time. And then number 6, the habits, the kind of actions that you take on a daily basis and how they add up to the kind of person that you end up becoming, right? Which shows me now to go to number 7, which talks about showing up, the power of showing up, which I think a lot of people, when they explain, don't do justice to. That's why I did justice to it by explaining it the way in which I explained it. And I spoke about how it's so powerful for you to maintain the quality of that thing which you're doing, even on the days where you're just showing up, right? It's actually my most favorite chapter as well, after asking for help. Number 8, mastering shame, the shame that comes with failure. Why I think it's so important for you to actually learn how to deal with shame, and how I help you deal with shame, and how I was helped as well to deal with shame, which now leads me to what? Number 9, self-belief, the power of believing in yourself, and how I say believing in yourself is actually doing 50% of the work before you even start, because I think you need to be maniacal in your pursuit and very obsessive in it, so that you know that I'm the guy, even though you know very well on paper you're not the guy, but you are the guy, right? Number 10, the main thing, the importance of focus, right? Even though everything is happening in and around you, you still maintain that thing, that this is what I came here for, and this is what I'm going to stick to, and I'm going to see it through, right? Number 11, the kind of friendships that I think you need, the important ones, the worst ones, and all those things. Based on my experiences, relationships, the kind of professional relationships I think you need, the kind of social relationships that I think you need, the kind of romantic relationships that I think you need and need to avoid, and so on. And then my last chapter is mental health, something that used to be a taboo to me before I went to university, until I learned deeply about it and how important it is. Mental health. This is the structure of my book, the conclusion, thanking you for reading that book and encapsulating all the chapters into one. And please, man, this book is for you. So leave a follow, comment down below if you'd like the book when it drops, and I'll send it to you, and I'll give you guys the price when everything is completed, 21st of April. That's when I'm expecting it. So yeah, man, thank you so much for listening. Ciao.